All right, folks, welcome back out to the Warrenton Athletic Complex for the final game of the day here in the 14U bracket, the Cinco de Mayo 14U Championship, presented by Youth Baseball Midwest. We have the Pleasant Hill Red Sox taking on the Bulldogs from Rolla. Championship flavor. The Bulldogs got here defeating, oh man, I'm sorry folks, I'm trying not to sneeze. The wind has been blowing in my face all afternoon. The Bulldogs defeating the Canes Black 5-2 to get here. And then the Red Sox 9-3 win over the U.S. Nationals has put them in the championship game. And the Bulldogs will be leading this game off here, and Oliver Meyerott will be the leadoff hitter, number 10, followed by number 2, or in the 2-hole, number 1, Jackson Phillips. In the 3-hole, number 11, Weston Richards. In the 4-hole, number 22, Gibson Hoey, as it's ball 1 to Meyerott. In the 5-hole, number 5, Logan Kuhn. In the 6-hole, number 0, Quentin Durando. That's a strike. In the 7-hole, number 21, Trenton Wilkins. In the 8-hole, number 24, Ty Jenkins. In the 9-hole, number 16, Graham Nichols. And in the 10-hole, number 3, Noah Ayers. 2-1. That is our starting lineup here. Or batting, yeah, starting lineup for the Bulldogs. 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff. On the mound for the Red Sox is number 13, Colin Mulcahy. Van Cleve back behind the plate. And that is a leadoff walk for Meyerott. Brings up Jackson Phillips. Runner goes, and the throw down is not in time. Hey, that's a heck of a throw by Van Cleve. In this wind, the wind is gusting right now, probably 15 to maybe 20 miles an hour. And right in my face from right field, from right field, folks. Oh, you don't see that one every day. That ball hits the bat. Phillips got to get that down. Knocked it out of his hands. That's a strike right there. And that is strike 2. But just for Van Cleve to get that ball even close in this wind, that's an impressive throw by the young man, and that's away from him. And the runner, Meyerott, is all the way to third on the pass ball. One ball, 2 strikes now to Phillips. That's a swing and a miss. So Mulcahy comes right back, gets the K. Out number 2, got a runner at third base on the stolen base, and then the pass ball. Weston Richards, the number 3 hitter here. He's got to throw over to third real quick step there. That got away from Mulcahy. That was behind Richards for ball 1. That's a ground ball to the right side. It's going to get the run in That is a productive out for Richards and puts the Bulldogs in the lead 1-0 on the RBI ground out. Gibson Hoey at the plate now. Ball one. Fouled back into the fence. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think if Mulcahy gets that curveball working and all, his fastball's got a little juice. And he can work that curveball off that fastball. It's going to be a tough day. There it is right there. It's just not quite got the feel of it just yet. That one's in for a strike. That is a nasty pitch right there, folks, for strike 3. The Bulldogs get 1. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. Red Sox coming up.
I'm here with Coach Burley today at the GAC North Classic here at Car Shield. First off, Coach, thanks for getting me out of class today on this beautiful day. I'm gonna watch some baseball, you know. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go back to the basics with them.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right, we got number 24 on the mound here for the Bulldogs. That's Ty Jenkins pitching. And number 22, Gibson Hoey, behind the plate. Around there, you got no errors at first base. You got number 21, Trenton Wilkins, at second base. Number 5, Logan Kuhn at third, and the shortstop, Weston Richards. In center field, number 10, Oliver Meyerott. And we'll get, looks like that is Jackson Phillips in left. And the big, tall drink of water out in right field. I believe, I'll have to get that. I can't see the number. Had him out front. Nice play by Kuhn. Gets more easily. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good baseball economics right there. Van Ginkel coming to the plate. Fouled back out of play for strike 1. Oh, and 2 Fouled back out of play. Way out front. Oh, there's the communication and the out. Third baseman's got to call him off to make that play, though. They got to learn to do that. I know it worked out for him, but in the future, Avery Kessner at the plate. Ball one. One ball, one strike to Kessner. Fastball, one hop to Richards. Up with it. And the out. So 1-2-3 for the Bulldogs. We're going to the top of the second inning. 1-0 Bulldogs.
Frequency.
Logan Kuhn leading off here for the Bulldogs here in the top of the second inning. That curveball is working now, folks. No balls, two strikes to Kuhn. Mulcahy has found that curveball early in the game. That fastball off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Misses upstairs. Popped up down the right field line and it gets pushed out of play. One ball, 2 strikes to Kuhn. McKay kind of almost falls down there. Little slip. Fastball challenge. Kewen just got a little bit of it. So a good leadoff walk there from Kuhn. Laid off the curveball. Durando at the plate now. Throw over. Ball's fouled into the fence. Runner goes. Strike. I mean, it's almost no chance to throw out a runner today with that wind as stiff as it is right now, folks. It's tough. Got a piece of it. Kuhn at second. Curveball. Misses up. One ball, two strikes. That ball is hammered into right field. Runner is coming home. Oh, and the throw is awry. That curveball was up, and Durando put it into right field. RBI single. Oh, and the bunt's down and past Mulcahy, and Wilkins with the bunt single. Everybody's safe. And the Bulldogs have it going here. Ty Jenkins coming up. 2 on, nobody out. Early trouble here for Mulcahy. Curveball flips in, strike one. Nothing in two to Jenkins. Couple of curveballs. See if he comes back with that fastball right here, folks. No, curveball. Throw down is not in time to get Durando stealing third. Wilkins follows right behind him. The double steal second and third now. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jenkins. Fastball. There. That's the good thing about what I'm seeing with Mulcahy here. Is that curveball is good, and that fastball is just even better off of that, and they got him picked. Oh, you got to get him back. That guy's got to get to third base. No. And is he safe or out? So he's back to third base safely after all that. Wow. Nope, no, that's what I thought. I thought he called him out. Okay, yeah, Girondo. And that's where he stays in long enough. The runner at second should get to third and be there. You're already picked. Get to third base, be on it. That's some kind of messed up on the base running there. So 1 out, and Girondo is down. Little PFP there, nice job. Ty Jenkins retired. On the PFP there, the 3-1. So Wilkins to third base. Where there was 2 on with nobody out, there is now 1 on with 2 outs. And the Bulldogs have run themselves out of an inning here, it looks like. We'll see if Mulcahy can finish this off with the batter, Graham Nichols now. 1 ball, 1 strike. That foul ball, I think it got catcher and umpire. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Nichols. Full runner at third. It's a 2-0 ball game right now. Bulldogs have scored 1 here in the top of the second. Fastball blows it right by him. Ends the inning. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. Score Bulldogs 2, Red Sox nothing.
It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one.
Definitely a different type of process.
Cut down or freeze up.
Being a coach's son.
Jackson, of course, they keep retooling. 1 stone to base, a hit by pitch. Oh my goodness. Caleb Gleason leading off here for the Red Sox. Strike one. Corbin Ford and Colin Mulcahy to follow here in the bottom of the second. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Red Sox went 2-0 in pool play, giving up 6 runs, and that ball is grounded over the glove of Kuhn. He took the Olay approach and got the big hop. And Gleason is on with a leadoff single. Corbin Ford at the plate now. That ball hit hard. Out at 2. And he is out at first, safe at first. Okay, I couldn't see. Thank you, Blue. So the lead runner out on the 4-6. Kuhn safe on the fielder's choice. Mulcahy at the plate now. You could hear Coach from the dugout asking, I think that little flip gave him a little extra step, but it was a good effort for a turn. Look, this is, you know, you're talking about 14U baseball. These kids are still learning how to play the game, and sometimes maybe not as strong as they need to be with a throw or something, you know. Turning 2 is a difficult thing, and the quickness of it and the pace that you have to execute that play with, it's tough. They got the lead runner. He throws the ball into right field, but no harm, no foul there. 2 balls and a strike to Mulcahy. That ball's off the end of the bat, a little flare, and off the glove of Wilkins, but again, that's one of those, Ford is caught in between, not much he can do about that. That's just one of those unfortunate things. So Ford is out on the, looks like 8-6. That's an unusual one if you're keeping score at home there, folks. Van Cleve at the plate. Little standoff there. Mulcahy doesn't want to go back. Hoey doesn't want to give in. Love it. That ball's hit hard and is, and it's out of the glove of the center fielder, Meyerott. And here comes the throw at the plate, and the runner is tagged out. Mulcahy out at the plate. And we got a little bit here. I think that was as he slid in, might have. Looks like he'd be all right. Okay. So throw at the plate. He tags out Mulcahy coming in, and we're going to the top of the third inning, score 2-0 Bulldogs.
I'm here with Coach Burley today at the GAC North Classic here at Car Shield. First off, Coach, thanks for getting me out of class today on this beautiful day. I'm watch some baseball, you know. sometimes you just gotta go back to the basics with them.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right, Mulcahy's back out for the top of the third inning on a tough slide. Looks like he's okay. And play at the plate. Been some good baseball. I've really enjoyed all these teams here playing today. We had some really nice baseball games. Enjoyed the competition. And this game here in the championship is not any different. Nice play at the plate, well executed. And we have no errors coming to the plate. Who is the number 10 hitter, and then we'll see Meyerott and Phillips. Mulcahy ready to go. Sun's coming out a little bit here in the evening. And ball one. Got time called, and Lord help me, I just want him to switch off the wind for a little bit. Two balls, no strikes. Good fastball. Two balls and a strike. Flips the curveball, and that's fouled back out of play. Park's getting a little quieter. Got the third, because the game over here, the 11U finished. They awarded some sombreros over there. Got a couple other games still going on. 13U happening across the way on Field A. Field D is still playing. I believe that's an 11U ball game. It's 2-2 in the third over there. I can see the scoreboard. They're using the scoreboard. That's cool. So another leadoff walk. That is the third. He has walked the first batter in each of the 3 innings here. Mulcahy has. So we got a pinch runner. Reeves running for Ayers. And coach has called time. Go out and talk to his pitcher. I understand that move right now because he keeps each time in both innings. It's a 2-0 ball game, and it's those 2 walks that are the 2 runs. So Red Sox head coach, he's out talking to his pitcher. Tim Mulcahy, and I would imagine that's his son. Talking to him about limiting that damage here. So each time he's walked a guy, he scored. So that's potential right there to be a 3-0 lead. Not to mention, we're at the top of the Bulldogs order with Meyerott, who has walked, stole a base, scored the run. And he had a good, couldn't get the bunt down. That's strike one. And he had a good semifinal game at the top of this order. He does a nice job at the top of the order for this Bulldog squad. So couldn't get the bunt down. 0-2, we'll see if Coach still has the bunt on. Of course, if you bunt the ball foul, you are out with 2 strikes. That curveball gets away. Van Cleve up with the throw, and he is out. That's a tough backstop. It pops right off, and Van Cleve, very athletic, gets to the ball and got rid of it quickly with a heck of a good throw to cut down Reeves for out number 1. So the bases are clear thanks to Mulcahy's battery mate. And there you go with Meyerott taking that 1-2 pitch and hammering it back up the middle. Brings up Jackson Phillips. Phillips fouls that one back out of play. I've seen a lot of that today, where a runner gets a good jump. The wind is what it is. Van Cleve's been throwing he's got a good arm even in the wind, and he had a good jump, and Phillips spoils that jump with a swing on a pitch that's away, unless Coach had a hit and run on. You got to give Meyerott an opportunity to take that bag. Mulcahy steps off. We'll reset. It's upstairs, 1-1. Foul back into the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Phillips. Meyerott's wearing himself out, going back and forth. Well, that's a good pitch. Batter's out, yep. First base is occupied, so the drop third strike is not in effect. Only with 2 outs do you have to make that throw with the runner at first. So that is the second out, and a very good pitch by Mulcahy on the curve. Gets him swinging, brings up Weston Richards. Runner goes, the throw down, and another great throw. And Van Cleve is showing off the cannon here today, folks, from behind the plate. When the wind ain't blowing, it's hard to run on this kid. We're going to the bottom of the second inning. Score 2-0 Bulldogs. We got Lucas Norton leading off here for the Red Sox. Trying to get something going here against Jenkins. They got off to a slow start against the U.S. Nationals in the semifinal game and stormed back, so we'll see what comes today here. And Norton promptly leads off the third inning with a single to left field. Trenton Wetland is at the plate now. Norton with a big lead. Oh, he goes. Great jump. And not a chance. That's a great jump. Jenkins didn't give his catcher a chance on that. One ball, one strike to Wentland. Norton creates some havoc on the base paths over there. I don't think Norton got a look from Jenkins. I wouldn't worry about that. Oh, there's the turn, there's the throw. So that's a called play, sounds like. So coach has a play on here. Nice job by Meyerott backing that play up. Little wheel play to the to second base, but the second baseman didn't quite get over there in time. So they're focusing on Norton. One ball, two strikes to Wentland. Man, that just fell out of the sky, folks. Nothing Wentland could do but kind of watch it. Froze him. Wyatt Nutt, first baseman, now coming up. That's ball one. Little conversation there between the batter and the catcher. We'll see if Norton takes off. There he goes. And the throw by Hoey and cuts him down. So both catchers throwing guys out. Norton got a good jump, but Hoey got the ball, transferred it, and got the out. So that's out number 2, so he's caught stealing. And we got a 1-1 count here. Now it's 2 balls and a strike, and the bases are empty. Some pretty good defensive play today by these catchers, folks. And that's fouled back into the fence. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch by Jenkins. I love that. He wanted that. That's a great catcher right there. Give me that pitch. Give me that pitch, Blue. So the 2-out walk to Nutt brings up Keenhold, and coach is coming out to talk to his pitcher. They cleared the bases, and it's those free bases that you can come back to haunt you. So a quick visit. Through this tournament, the Red Sox, they're averaging 5.5 runs a game, only allowing 3. So that's good. They've only scored 11 runs, but you can see where they've struggled to put some runs on the board today. Although they did score the 8 runs in the semifinal game. They beat the St. Louis Pirates 6-2, and they beat the U.S. Nationals yesterday 5-4. So they saw them again today, and a little big hopper, and Jenkins off the mound and gets the runner. Nice play by the big pitcher. So they strand 1. We're going to the top of the 4th inning, 2-0 Bulldogs.
I'm here with Coach Burley today at the GAC North Classic here at Car Shield. First off, Coach, thanks for giving me that class today on this beautiful day. Have a lot of baseball, you know. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go back to the basics with them.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right, here at the top of the 4th inning, Weston Richards will lead this off, and Cleve throws down. I want to give a shout out to all the folks in Iowa, Pleasant Hill, watching, or fans of the Red Sox. We appreciate you tuning in today, and glad we can bring this game here to you. on this Sunday afternoon here in Warrenton, Missouri at the Warrenton Athletic Complex. Sun is out. The wind is dying down. Thank the Lord. And it's ball one to Richards. Mulcahy back out for the fourth inning. He's pitched very well. But the 2 walks have come back to bite him with the 2 runs, and that's the deficit. That curveball works, folks. Ooh. 3 balls and a strike. Three balls, 2 strikes to Richards. And that is grounded to the third baseman. Waits on it, comes up, fires across, and too high for the first baseman over there. Caleb Gleason. So on the throwing error, the leadoff runner is on. Gibson Oye, the catcher, who struck out his first at bat, is now at the plate and fouls that back to the fence. Took a big hack at that fastball. It's been fun listening to this young man behind the plate talking with the blue. It's been fun. He's enjoying himself playing baseball. It's what it should be, right? And that's foul down the line. And I love to see these kids out here just enjoying the game, having fun, competing. Win or lose, tomorrow comes, and we'll all be good. I wonder if that is down at and he swings over. The batter's out, but the runner takes Richards is into second on the wild pitch, but Hoey is out on the swing. So he goes down on strikes for out number 1. Richards advances on the stolen base, and we have Logan Kuhn at the plate. Strike 1, big sweeping curveball. That's a little 12-6, and it almost looks like he can throw it. A couple different versions of that. He's got like that big 12-6, and then it looks like he has one that kind of sweeps a little bit more. And that's away from the catcher. Nothing Van Cleve can do. Oh, he did. I didn't think he had a chance at that. And coach is asking for a little help. I don't know what he's going to get, but that would be a tough call anyway. Sun's in your face. So Richards out at third for the second out. Kuhn at the plate with a ball and a strike. And a big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Need the old pine tar there, bro. Even got the lizard skin on that one. Couldn't hang on to it. All the guys in the dugout who dive and duck out of the way of the ball are asking their teammate to wear it. I always love that. Wear it. And you didn't in the last inning. Everybody gets out of the way. You know why? Because if you get hit with the baseball, it hurts. So you get out of the way. That's the way it works. Don't want to get hit with the baseball because you might even break something. It's not good. Could be an injury. So I always say get out of the way. And that's a swing and a miss for out number 3. 2 Ks in the inning. We're going to the bottom of the 4th inning, score 2-0 Bulldogs.
Let me get a
Definitely a different type of process.
Cut down or freeze up.
being a coach's son.
Jackson, of course, they keep retooling. One stone to face, a hit by pitch. Oh my goodness. All right, we're back here at the WAC, Warrenton Athletic Complex, for this weekend Cinco de Mayo 14U Championship. We got a good championship game going on here. Red Sox here in the bottom of the 4th trying to get back in this game. Jenkins been pitching well, pitching a shutout so far. He's got a 2-run lead. And, you know, we had some stuff going on over at Ozzy's, but didn't all get rained out. 13 of 14U Open divisions, 3 teams. The 14U Open was playing over at Pere Marquette Park, Yanks North. I don't even know where that is. And that's the St. John River Dogs, St. Louis Pirates, and the Hawks. So glad they got that rolling. That's a ball low to the leadoff, Leland Levis. And it looks like we had some bracket play there, and that ball is hit into left field and down for a single. So a leadoff single for Levis. And it looks like the Hawks from Hillsboro, Missouri, Hillsboro Hawks, there you go, beat the St. John River Dogs 7-6 in the 14U Open bracket from Cinco de Mayo. Congrats to the Hawks. Two balls, no strikes to the leadoff, Mason Moore. That's a 3-0. And the runner takes off. Levis into second on the wild pitch. Big spot here for Jenkins. Runner at second. He's down 3-0 to Moore. And that's ball 4. So a single and a walk puts the tying runs aboard and brings up Van Ginkel. This is the top of the order here, number 2 hitter, and then you have Kessner behind him. So Jenkins putting himself in some harm's way here. Big swing and a miss by Van Ginkel. Popped up on the infield. Catch made by the first baseman. That is Nichols over there at first base for out number 1. That's a big out for Jenkins right there, folks. Avery Kessner at the plate. And that is lined at the shortstop. Richards with the snag and the double play. A great turn by the Bulldogs, started by a heck of a play by the shortstop Richards on the 6-4-3 to end the inning, and we go to the top of the 5th inning, score 2-0 Bulldogs.
I'm here with Coach Burley today at the GAC North Classic here at Car Shield. First off, Coach, thanks for getting me out of class today on this beautiful day. I'm watch some baseball, you know. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go back to the basics with them.
Sometimes, yeah.
All right. New pitcher for the Red Sox, number 27, Corbin Ford, will be on the mound, replacing Mulcahy, who pitched very well. I mean, the 2 walks hurt him, but other than that, this has been a heck of a good ball game. Defensive plays made everywhere, and this is what a championship game's all about. Both teams competing at a high level. And here we are in the top of the 5th inning. And that ball is hit and hammered foul out of play by Durando. So I don't know. I don't know if Corbin is a regular pitcher for this squad. That ball is hammered into left field, and to it is Mason Moore, and a leadoff single for Durando, and this inning starts off with a big hit. Wilkins squares the bunt, and that ball's in the dirt. And Durando on to second base on the wild pitch. And that ball hit him in the box. So it's a foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wilkins. 2 balls and a strike. That's the 21 on his back, the number. Popped up, but fouled back into the netting behind us for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Trenton Wilkins, who singled and was stranded at third base in the second inning. Did it again, popped it up, foul. Nice job by Kessner back there to keep that ball in front of him. Throw was a little awry. High fastball. Gets it by Wilkins for out number 1. Ty Jenkins at the plate. Big swing and a miss. Ford. Pretty decent fastball. I like that. You know, he's had trouble with he looks like he's tried to throw small speed and just threw it in the ground. And so since then he's gone fastball, and they have not been able to catch up with it. There it is. Nice pitch to the third baseman. The throw over is one hopped, and Durando on his horse. So the throwing error creates another run. Jenkins on after the error by the third baseman. That's ball 1. Graham Nichols at the plate. Squares, and Van Cleve throws down, but not in time. So the stolen base by Jenkins. And we got a 2-0 count to Graham Nichols. Big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strike, or excuse me, 2 balls, 1 strike. Two balls, 2 strikes. Ford working hard out there. Got the 1 out, runner at second. 3-0 lead here for the Bulldogs. That's bounced off the plate. Ford to it, throws and gets Nichols on a close play. So Jenkins is at third. There's 2 outs on a nice play by Ford. Brings up Reeves. Takes ball 1. Tanner Reeves at the plate. We got time called. We're getting the courtesy runner for the pitcher. Two balls, one strike now. Hard hit at the third baseman under his glove. And Duncan, who was running for the pitcher Jenkins, comes in to score. And it's a 4-0 ball game on the single by Reeves. We're back to the top of the order here, folks, with Oliver Meyerott. Squares and bunts, and it goes foul. That's a heck of a job by Van Cleve to let that was his only play. There was no reason to pick that up because he didn't have a shot at getting Meyerott anyway. So that's what you got to do. You just hope somebody's on their knees blowing it foul or something. So Meyerott back to the plate and lines one into left field. And Meyerott having himself an afternoon, a walk and two singles. He's got a stolen base and a run scored at the top of the order here. Brings up Jackson Phillips, and Coach Mulcahy comes out to the mound to talk to Ford, get a little maybe strategy going here. It's 2 outs. Reeves is at second. Meyerott's at first. Coach says what he wants to say. Ford's back on the mound, and we're ready to get back to playing. Lights are on here at the ballpark. Beautiful evening. I'm glad the wind has stopped for the most part because it's a little cooler this evening. That is ball one. You know, the folks from Iowa are thinking, hey, we can go down towards St. Louis. It'll be warmer. It's unfortunate. Oh, and that ball's hammered into left field. Mason Moore comes up firing. And, he cuts it off, and he's safe. I think Ford should have let that go. If he lets that go, I think that he's out. But that extra time gave Reeves an opportunity to get to the plate. So Reeves scores. It's a 5-0 ball game. First and second. The wheel play doesn't catch the runner. Runner goes, and that ball is popped into shallow left field and caught by the shortstop. And that ends the inning. The Bulldogs strand 2, but get 3 and take a 5-0 ball game into the bottom of the 5th inning.
Frequency.
Jenkins back out for the bottom of the 5th inning. He'll be facing Caleb Gleason, Corbin Ford, and Colin Mulcahy. They've added to the lead, so he comes right back out and gets ahead quickly. I find it, it's such a hard thing. You see it at college, high school, professional levels. Pitcher gets a lead. Does he come out and attack the zone? Stay ahead of hitters. What we call pitching with a lead. And we'll see what Jenkins can do here, with his mentality and how he approaches this. And he's behind now, 2-1. And that is grounded to the shortstop, Richards, up with it. And out number 1. Richards, for this Bulldogs team, has played very well defensively. Made some nice plays. Turned the double play last inning, started that and that was a hot shot right at him. And that ball's hammered into the gap and down to it. It looks like that was Wilkins, or is that Myrod out there in center still? Couldn't tell. I think it's Myrod still out there. Yep, it is. So Corbin with a strong single brings Mulcahy up with 1 out, and strike 1 to Mulcahy. Good pitch right there. That fastball got him ahead. And there it is again on the outside corner. No balls, 2 strikes to Mulcahy. That's away from him. And that's going to, nice jump by Ford as soon as he saw that. Got on his horse and got to second base. So Ford's at second on the wild pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Mulcahy. Van Cleve on deck. Oh, he's fortunate that Ford didn't get a jump on that. That was that pass ball. Outside, 2-2. Excuse me, 3-2. My bad. Popped foul and is going to get out of play. Fisted and down for Mulcahy. Nice strong piece of hitting there. Good effort by the second baseman out over there. Just couldn't quite get to it. I believe that is Wilkins over there. Yep. So first and third with 1 out brings up Van Cleve. Runner goes, so Mulcahy's in on no throw. So 2 runners in scoring position for Van Cleve right here. Good opportunity for this Red Sox team to get on the board. And he does. That's a good piece of hitting right there by Van Cleve. And an RBI single here that gets Corbin home. That's the second hit for Van Cleve. He's got a double and a single. And has done great work in both games behind the plate for this Red Sox squad. And that brings Coach out to have a chat with his pitcher. So the Red Sox are threatening here in the bottom of the 5th. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to go backwards here for you folks. It was the 4th inning that got them all the damage done in the semifinal game. And once they got going, they strung some hits together and took advantage of some opportunities. So here we have Lucas Norton at the plate who singled and was caught stealing. In the 3rd inning, opportunity here for another RBI. So they let the runner go, keep the runner at 3rd, so a stolen base for Van Cleve. Mulcahy's at 3rd, 2nd and 3rd. Foul tipped into the glove on the bunt attempt. 1 ball, 1 strike to Norton. Another foul tip into the glove, this one on a full swing. Norton doesn't get cheated. He got some big swings in. And at the knees, that's a good pitch by Jenkins. And Norton goes down looking. Out number 2, Wentland. Trenton Wentland now is at the plate. He struck out looking his first at bat. Late on the fastball for strike 1. Got sombreros going around. That's one of the great things here we like about the Cinco de Mayo tournament. Give out the sombreros. And that ball's in the dirt. One ball, 1 strike to Wentland. Grounded to the shortstop, Richards. Comes up, fires across, and the Red Sox get a run, but they strand 2. We're going to the top of the 6th inning score, 5-1 Bulldogs.
Give me a good one.
Give me a good one. Definitely a different type of process.
Cut down or freeze up.
Being a coach's son.
Jackson, of course, they keep retooling. 1 stolen base, a hit by pitch. Oh my goodness. good. Folks, I want to thank all of our supporters of Youth Baseball Midwest. Subscribers, we appreciate you supporting us, watching the channel, watching what we do. We hope that you enjoy it just as much as we enjoy bringing you these broadcasts, watching these young men play baseball. It's a lot of fun. Our Saturdays at the park yesterday was a little rain shortened, but we had a great time with our interviews. Trivia, we got to give away some baseball cards. Got some pictures with our Star Wars helmets on. A lot of fun here at Cinco de Mayo. And we appreciate you being with us. If you like what we do, please take a moment, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe and watch what we do, we appreciate that. We're hoping to get up into all different areas. We're moving over into Illinois with our high school coverage. This year with Diego Solares, we have our Missouri coverage. We want to get to all the states. Ooh, foul ball. All the states that touch Missouri and keep growing and sharing baseball throughout the Midwest. We appreciate you being here. And that is a ground ball. Third baseman comes up, throws across. Safe. Gibson Hoey getting down the line for an infield single. And strike one to Logan Kuhn at the plate now. Kuhn has walked and struck out, scored a run. Big swing and a miss. Van Ginkel on the mound for the Red Sox. I'm very sorry about that, folks. Van Ginkel back on the mound here after Corbin Ford went 2 innings. We saw Van Ginkel in, that's away from Van Cleve there, no chance. Hoey gets the stolen base on the ball in the dirt from the pitcher Van Ginkel. But we did see Van Ginkel in the semifinal game pitch very well. Here he is on the mound in the championship game with a 2-2 count now here to Kuhn. Trying to shut this down. There's nobody out. Runner at second. Get his team back in the dugout. And a ground ball. Van Ginkel barehands it, picks it up. Makes a nice throw to get Kuhn. Who says pitchers aren't athletes? Well, most of these kids pitch and play everywhere else. So there you go. It moves Gibson up, Hoey up 90 feet. So it was a productive out. Runner at third, 1 out. Quentin Girondo at the plate. He's 2 for 2 actually with a run scored. 2 singles, and he swings at the first pitch. Strike one. Gave that one a spit. Shout out to my good buddy Mitch. Mitch Thomas, who is part of our. That ball is flown into left field, and who's going to get there? Center fielder gets it. Throw's coming home, and it's cut off by Van Ginkel. It was offline, so he had to do that. So the sac fly by Girondo brings home Hoey, and it's a 6-1 lead now for the Bulldogs. Durando's having himself quite the day here, folks. RBI run scored. He's 2 for 2 with the sac fly. Wilkins squares the bunt. Van Ginkel to it. Comes up, throws him out to end the inning. But not before the Bulldogs get one more. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning, 6-1 Bulldogs.
I'm here with Coach Burley today at the GAC North Classic here at Car Shield. First off, Coach, thanks for giving me that class today on this beautiful day. I'm watch some baseball, you know. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go back to the basics with them.
Sometimes, yeah.
Here we are. Red Sox getting down to their this is their last 2 opportunities here, 6th and 7th inning, so they're going to have to make the most of it. Hoey out a little late. Jenkins getting his warm-ups in. And we're going to have Wyatt Nutt leading off here, and we'll see Keenhold and then Levis here in the bottom of the 6th inning. If anybody gets on, we're back to the top of the order. So you want one of these 2 guys, one of these 3, 2 of these 3 to get on and get this lineup turned back over so you can get back to the top of your order if you're the Red Sox. You're chasing 5 runs here, and you need to get back to the top of your order. So here's Wyatt Nutt. And he strokes one into left field, and it is caught by Jackson Phillips on a heck of a nice catch. All I could see was his number as he's running backwards. So the athletic Phillips makes the catch, and Nutt is down. Keenholt takes ball 1. Some really good defense by this Bulldogs team here today, folks. Tuno. Three balls, no strikes to Keenhold. Jenkins. 4-pitch walk. So that's what we were talking about. Need one of these guys to get on base, get back to the top of the order here. And Keenhold gets the walk. Levis is at the plate now. He has singled and was stranded at second base in the 4th inning. And hammers one into left field. So the walk and a single, and the Red Sox, here they come with 1 out. Levis 2 for 2. Mason Moore now at the top of this order. He's grounded out and walked. And he hits a ground ball to the third baseman, steps on the bag. Not going to get more. Moore runs pretty well down the line there. But the lead runner is erased, and it's 2 outs. Van Ginkel at the plate. First and second, 2 outs now. Ball 1. It's a tough sky here at the twilight, too. You get that ball up in the air. And that's a ground ball through the middle. Backhanded, bobbled, flipped to Richards by Wilkins, and ends the inning. The Red Sox strand 2. We're going to the top of the 7th inning score, 6-1 Bulldogs.
Frequency.
Are back, Van Ginkel back out to the mound for the top of the 7th inning. He's going to face Jenkins, Nichols, and Reeves, and try to get them back into the dugout in a 1-2-3. Here we are in the 7th inning, folks. Championship game. It's been a dandy. Today's championship series, the 2 semis, and they've been really good baseball. I know the one score, it was an 8-3 ball game, but it didn't feel like that. I know Red Sox won, scored a lot of runs, but it was a competitive ball game. The Nationals played well. Red Sox were just better. And here you have 2 teams. A couple of plays here and there. The Red Sox just couldn't get the big hit when they had the runners in scoring position. Van Cleves kept the bases pretty clear. But the walks come back to hurt the Red Sox in the first couple, and then the Bulldogs have swung the bat pretty well and got some key hits. And a couple errors didn't help. The Red Sox caused big swing and a miss by Jenkins. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I've really enjoyed watching this young man behind the plate, Van Cleve. I think done a nice job. Good arm, especially in today's conditions. Early, all day, the wind was just blowing very, very hard in our faces coming in from right field. And he was still throwing guys out. That ball is hammered into center field for a leadoff single for Ty Jenkins. Graham Nichols now coming. Oh. We're going to get a pinch hitter in number 6, Braxton Duncan. Oh, for Graham Nichols. And good jump by Jenkins. Gets the stolen base. And A ground ball. Ford having to get to it quick, gets up and gets him by a step. Nice job by Ford. Jenkins goes over to third base on a productive out. So Reeves now at the plate. They got a chance to turn this lineup over here again, too, in the seventh. Nice job by Van Cleve blocking that ball. Caught both games today. Foul tipped into the glove. One ball, one strike. Two one. Van Ginkel fires, and that ball is hit into right field. Nice job by Lucas Norton out there to make the catch, but Reeves gets the job done and gets the run in from third base on the sac fly. Makes it 7-1. Back to the top of the order in Oliver Meyerott, who is 2 for 2 with a walk, a run scored, stolen base, and he's up 2-0 here in this at-bat. Two balls and a strike. Grounded back up the middle and is going to, that's a heck of a job there by Kessner just to get to it, but an infield single for Meyerott, and he's on for the fourth time here in this championship game with 3 hits and a walk. Go ahead and have yourself a day, young man. Jackson Phillips at the plate. Fouled back out of play. Throw over. Meyerot's back in time. Who wants to take one in the noggin? Runner goes. Meyerott is in for his second stolen base of the game. Meyerott on his way to third and is safe. So 3 stolen bases now for Meyerott. He's got 3 hits, a run scored. He's just going ahead and just Still playing baseball. Gotta love it. Coach Mulcahy out to chat with his guys. I think a teaching moment in this place here. And he's back to the dugout. $13U still happening as we speak. Everything else is done. Ballpark gets a little quieter on Championship Sunday. A wiffle ball game broke out over there? Oh, there you go. Gotta love that. And it's fisted and drops in front of Ford. I'm not quite sure. A little miscommunication there. I think that ball's got to be caught. I don't know if Ford maybe thought he couldn't get to it. But the run scores, and Phillips on with an infield single and an RBI. Phillips running and standing up at second base on the stolen base. It's an 8-1 lead now. And a strike to Richards. Oh, 2 count. And a line at Kessner to end the inning. We're going to the bottom of 7. Last chance for the Red Sox. 8-1 Bulldogs.
It's gonna be a good one.
Gonna be a good one. Definitely a different type of process.
Cut down or freeze up.
Being a coach's son.
Jackson, of course, they keep retooling. One stolen base, a hit by pitch. Oh my goodness. Here we are. Jenkins back out to try and finish this complete game here in the championship, but he's got to face some guys at the top of this. Avery Kessner, Caleb Gleason, and Corbin Ford will be the 3 that we will see here. Three outs away. Let's see if he can finish it. I would imagine Coach would like to see him finish it, and the Red Sox would like to demolish it. First pitch swinging, popped up on the infield. Richards making the catch. Wow, I'm surprised at that. Maybe taking a pitch or 2 here. Kessner pops out on the first pitch. Another one. Oh, off the glove of Kuhn. And Gleason is on first with an infield single. Off the glove of Kuhn. Richards makes the throw, but Gleason beats it out. Corbin Ford at the plate. Late on the swing, strike one. That's lined over the first baseman and into right field for another single. So back-to-back hits for the Red Sox. And Jenkins in some trouble here in the seventh. Mulcahy. Grounds it back up the middle, past Richards. And 3 straight singles for the Red Sox, not going down quietly at all. So here it is. And Elias Van Cleve, who is 2 for 2. A double and a single. Fouls it back into the fence for strike one. Dangerous hitter here. Ooh, chases that one. Got a little anxious on that. That's where you got to learn a little plate discipline, but, you know, sometimes you get anxious as a young hitter. You got all those socks in the dryer. And they're full. Ooh, pop foul. He's hanging right in there. Oh, it stayed in. I hadn't seen that. Man, that went straight up and came straight back down and didn't hit the fence. That is a heck of a play by Hoey, the catcher, to hang with that. And Van Cleve is out. That's the second out of the inning. And a big swing by Norton down to their last at-bat here. Oh, my goodness. You just don't see that often over here, folks. Oh, 0-2. Jenkins looking to try and finish this off here. All these socks in the dryer here. He's trying to get it done. Not letting anybody empty the dryer. Norton, ground ball. Richards up and across. The Bulldogs finish off the Cinco de Mayo 14U championship on a score of 8-1. We want to thank everybody for joining us. We want to thank Dave Schmidt, Dave Penning, for partnering with Youth Baseball Midwest and allowing us to bring you all of the great action here. As you see Mr. Schmidt bringing the sombreros and the trophies out. Folks, stay tuned. Check out our social media, X, Instagram. Check us out, YBM_cast on X, at Youth Baseball Midwest IG. We will have the interviews for our top award and Player of the Game award on our social media, so make sure you check that out. Thank you for joining us, and the Lord keep you. Have a great